Welcome everyone to today's video. Now I'm sure you've all heard of Trenches VR by now, and if not, let me quickly bring you up to speed on what it is. Trenches VR is a game developed by Steelkrill Studio, which is a solo dev studio. Trenches VR places you in the trenches of World War I, you're stuck behind enemy lines with nowhere to go other than through the trenches themselves. You decide that exploring them is for the best, but it seems you're not alone and something is here with you. Now, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please consider doing so. It supports the channel a lot, and seeing as you're already here, then please watch the video to the end, as a game that really helps. Also, why not leave a comment and a like? So without further ado, let's talk about Trenches and Trenches VR. Now, one thing some people don't realise is that Trenches VR is actually a port of Steelkrill Studios' first horror game titled Trenches, or on PC, Trenches World War I horror survival game, but we'll stick with Trenches throughout the video. See, Steelkrill's first game wasn't a horror, it was a wave survival game titled Customers from Hell. Now, I'm sure they have worked on other stuff prior, but clearly horror is where their passion lies, as since Trenches they've went on to making more horror games, and these are titled The Voidness, Rotten Flesh, The Stairway 7, Baby Blue Nightmares, and The Backrooms 1998. Now, none of these games are VR, but they sure look like they could all be ported to VR if Steelkrill wanted to. Now, it makes sense that Trenches would be Steelkrill's first venture into VR. I mean, it's their first horror game, and it follows a simple method that would work great in VR: exploration and being chased by something. So with all of this in mind, I recently spotted that Trenches, the non-VR version, was on sale on PlayStation, so I picked it up to try out prior to its VR release. Now I will make a note, by buying the non-VR version, this will likely not give you any upgrade path or discount towards the VR version. This is not a hybrid game, it's a complete recreation of the game. Plus, it's worth mentioning that the non-VR version was published by Ratalaika Games, and the VR version will be published by Perp Games, so that alone should answer as to why there is unlikely any upgrade path or mention of one. Now, seeing as I picked it up and knowing nothing about this game other than it was coming to VR, I thought I'd try it out in the hopes of making it less creepy when it does come to VR. When loading it up, I was hit with the choice of normal mode or no jump scare mode. My mind instantly went, well, this is a non-VR horror game, so we'll need those jump scares to make it feel somewhat scarier, so I went with that. I was loaded into a dark, dirty and wet trench and I was left to explore. My first aim was to unlock a door with a key, but that wasn't in sight, so clearly I had to venture further into the trenches, which in its own sense is like a maze. It's poorly lit, you're hit with lights, fog and smoke from the war that is happening around you, so it really puts you in an unnerving setting. After a while I found the key, then I had to find something else, which was really messed up. I was exploring the trench, then got hit with my first jump scare, then some thunder which made me jump again. There was even moments of this head poking out and looking at me, which was pretty creepy. Now, I've not finished the game as genuinely I'd rather play it when it comes to VR. However, just playing this for a short period of time made me realise how creepy and scary this game will be in VR. You're constantly walking down narrow pathways, all while hearing various sounds, and one of those is creaking of wood, so it sounds like something is following you. Yeah, this is going to be pretty terrifying in VR. Now, from my understanding, the game itself is not overly too long, especially if you use a guide. But in VR, using a guide doesn't really come to mind, so you're probably going to be wandering around the trench, which is essentially a maze, trying to complete the various tasks, all while panicking something is going to get you. I'm also not sure if anything will change from the non-VR version to the VR version, so the little test of the game may have been for nothing. Either way, if you're a fan of horror games, then this is one you should keep your eyes on, as I think in VR this will certainly make a lot of people jump, and even more so if the jump scare mode remains. So, I have a question for all of you. Are you looking forward to Trenches VR? Is this one you're going to be playing? Let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to stick around. I cover PSVR 2, Quest and PC VR, so I'm sure you'll find something of interest. Thanks for watching and have a great day.